Bracing for another blast of winter weather. Advisories are in effect tonight as a snowstorm barrels its way up the coast into parts of Maryland. There are already several school closures and delays for tomorrow, and you can see them scrolling across the bottom of your screen. The system heading our way is wreaking havoc down south. Snow and freezing rain causing accidents from Florida to Georgia as temperatures dip more than 30 degrees below normal. And this is a live look at the boardwalk in Ocean City from atop the Hotel Monte Carlo oceanfront. You can see snow already starting to fall there. They could see up to 1 foot of snow down the ocean. It's not snowing in our area quite yet, but tonight people are still bundled up as frigid weather continues to grip our region. WJZ is a team of reporters covering snow preps and the unrelenting bitter cold. Let's start with meteorologist Tim Williams tracking how much snow could be heading our way. Tim.
Well, Vic, the stage is set with the temperatures in place. The warmest spot on our map across the state is in Ocean City, where the temperature is sitting at 32 degrees. But these temperatures are going to drop through the night. Already, First Warning Live Doppler radar showing the convergence of all of these different precipitation types that are moving across the state. Snow on the western edge. There's that pink in the middle there, right along the coast, where the cold air and the warmer air from the ocean are starting to meet. And then there's the warmer air and the warmer water off on the shore there that's creating the rain, and that's off mostly into the ocean right now. So what we're dealing with is the snow. That snow is going to be with us from now until tomorrow, and what we'll show you here are the times of the advisories. The blue is in Ocean City. That is a blizzard warning in effect until 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. What we have in the middle there is the lavender color. That is a winter weather advisory in effect for central Maryland until 11, and then in the middle there, the pink is a winter storm warning in effect until 5 p.m. in the evening. What we're expecting out of all of this basically are snow amounts from roughly 1 to 2 inches up and down the 95 corridor. The amounts get higher as you go across the Bay Bridge, 4 to 6 inches right on down that stretch from, say, Cecil County right on down toward Talbot and Queen Anne's County, and then 6 to 10 inches in Ocean City, where you'll find blowing snow. Visibility will be poor, and definitely the winds will be picking up through the afternoon. We'll have your complete First Warning forecast. We'll time it out a little bit better in just a few moments. Mary?
All right, Tim, thank you. George Solis is live with the WJZ Mobile Weather Lab and has more on the snow preps underway tonight. George?
Yeah, Mary, good evening. We got a little bit of a break, if you can call it that, today with some of that bitter cold. You can actually see I'm not even wearing my gloves right now, but make no mistake, it is still very cold. We're actually out here on East Lombard in Upper Fells Point, where a few days ago, if you recall, that road was frozen solid. You can see that a lot of the ice has been removed from the scene, but there is still a buildup. Now, as you mentioned, we are out here with the WJZ Mobile Weather Lab, and you can see the temperature is dropping. It does feel like 28 degrees right now. It's actually matching the current temperature. And as Tim mentioned, we can only expect that to drop even lower overnight as that winter storm makes its way to our region. Call it the somewhat calm before the storm. Trucks and snowplows across Maryland gearing up and getting ready for what could be a fierce wintry blow from Mother Nature. A winter storm moving up the northeast and dumping inches upon inches of snow in places that haven't seen it in decades, like this city in South Georgia.
This has not happened since 1957.
Maryland's eastern shore expected to get hit the hardest, with some forecasts calling for up to a foot of snow. Baltimore City could see about an inch. State transportation officials preparing for the worst.
As we're watching it as it's coming up the coast, if it shifts either way, it could hug the coast, it could push off. That's going to impact us in one way or another either way.
The snow just part of the concern, however. Colder air is also moving into the region and expected to cause more scenes like this. Bodies of water frozen solid. Not to mention even more water main breaks, like this one off Leeds Avenue in Arbutus.
The entire street's cracked in half. The road in front of our house is lifted by about 6 inches.
Already you can see ice forming on this road, nowhere near as bad as we've seen it over the last couple of days, especially since in this case the water does have some place to go, but homeowners expect it could get a whole lot worse before it gets better, especially with temps expected to dip even lower.
This is all going to freeze solid tonight.
The wicked winter weather also leading to images like these at grocery stores, long lines and empty shelves. How busy is the grocery store right now?
Super busy. There's lines everywhere out in there.
Now back out here live on East Lombard Street again. Take a look at where all that ice buildup was and still sort of is. We can only expect that to maybe increase as this winter weather kicks up overnight and into possibly Friday morning. I should also mention that the port of Baltimore is also being impacted by this storm. The U.S. Coast Guard no longer allowing ships to come through until at least Friday morning. We're live in Upper Fells tonight. George Solis reporting for WJZ.